Members of the Public Servants Association and the State Information Technology Agency are hopeful that the deadlock will be broken, this being between the employer and the workers. This as they want really to see an end to this impasse and the strike action on the ground. They're continuing with their demonstrations this afternoon, calling for a 7.5% wage increase, where we hear that these negotiations have dragged on from as early as February this year. But we seen the employer are coming through with about 5% of that increase at the bargaining forum. I'm going to bring into the conversation now the chief negotiator, this being Mr. Peter Mgomenzulu, who'll just give us a sense of really where you are right now with the employer. 5%, your workers still saying that it's not satisfactory. You're calling for 7.5%. Welcome to the SABC.
Thank you very much, and greetings to yourself and the viewers. As PSA, we remain resolute that the offer which was put in today in the morning of 5%, it's an insult to the workers. Hence, it was rejected ultimately today, and we still maintain that 7.5% is the demand which is still on the table. However, we are open for negotiations. We have indicated to the employer today that if they take this process serious, they will come back with a better offer than 5%.
And we're also seeing as well, you saying that the 7.5% is where you're standing because it's linked to inflation. The workers have been going through the most looking at the economy. How hard has it been for workers looking at the fact that you're pushing through even downing tools for a 7.5%?
Cost of living is very high. The workers cannot even afford the transportation. Most of them are using public transport. The food price is very high. The inflation is very high. They pay a lot of money for bonds. Therefore, we cannot just accept this 5%. It's an insult. It will never make any difference. We are saying employer must be sympathetic to the plight of the workers and make sure that they move to 7.5.
We're hearing that you're even threatening to rope in the Minister of Communications in this regard to intervene between you and SITA in terms of this impasse. Really, have you? Is that one of the considerations? Looking at the fact that maybe probably you won't be getting what you're looking for since there's this deadlock that is existing as we speak right now.
Correct. The SITA management and SITA board is negotiating in bad faith. Our own option now is to go to the minister, who is the shareholder of this entity, to make sure that he intervenes and listen to our plight, and maybe there would be a solution in that regard. We are planning a full-blown strike on Monday, the 23rd. We'll be marching from the Union building to the minister's office in Hatfield. Hopefully, we'll come up with a positive result.
And also, what is the reasons that they're giving you as SITA, the board? You're saying you're not getting joy from them in terms of the negotiations. What are the reasons that they're giving you of them not moving to the 7.5% that you're calling for?
They are pleading poverty. They are indicating that they do not have enough budget to cover our demand. But we are saying they are negotiating in bad faith because they are not coming to the table with the financial books. We don't know how much they have in the banks. And we are aware and we are sure that SITA makes almost 6 billion run through their revenue. And that can also cover this demand we are making.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Mr. Peter Mgomenzulu coming through as the chief negotiator from the Public Servants Association. You're hearing him say that they're planning to intensify the strike action and even in this regard rope in the Minister of Communications. This is what is happening this afternoon outside the Centurion offices in Pretoria, and we see most of them saying that this is just the beginning when you look at how then they're planning to even recruit most of their members to join in on these demonstrations. But Monday, you had him, Mr. Mgomenzulu, there saying that they're planning to even march from the union buildings to the offices of the ministry in Pretoria, or the Ministry of Communications in Pretoria, as a way of them intensifying their strike action. I'm Katlego Legodi for SABC News in Centurion.